Ohsutsuki Ishiki will return in the Boruto 2 Blue Vortex manga with a more perfect final transformation like Momoshiki or Urashiki. However, do you agree that Isshiki's final transformation will bring out Shibai Otsutsuki? Because basically, Isshiki actually collected some of the relic powers from Shibai Otsutsuki, and some of Shibai's relics were successfully secured by Amado and given to Eida and Daemon. And from here on, it is possible that Isshiki will reincarnate in the four Shinju, because the purpose of the Shinju that we already know is that they are targeting their respective targets to achieve their final evolution perfectly. This is a moment that we will see in the next few episodes, guys. This prediction is only made based on opinions and some speculation from the fandom. And while the official episode is not out yet, we will update some interesting theories about the Boruto 2 Blue Vortex manga. Take it easy, guys. I have separated some videos about the original Boruto manga and some theories or predictions that I saved on the playlist on this channel, guys. So enjoy. As we already know, guys, that Shinju is the main problem at the moment, because a code is likely not going to be the main opponent or enemy in the near future. Code, who has been defeated by Boruto, then hopes that Boruto will be eaten by Shinju too. Who knows what the role of Code will be in the future, whether it will remain an enemy or even ally with Boruto as well. Then the scene begins by showing Boruto, who yesterday tried to slash the Matsuri Shinju. Boruto, who activated Karma, managed to neutralize the ground that was holding him, and then slashed Matsuri with the sword. However, Matsuri escaped by getting into his limiter, and only his arm was cut by Boruto's sword. Seeing this moment, Momoshiki, who was on his body, then said, "That limiter move really looks like a coward. They can only escape when the attack is about to hit them. You have to be able to stop it. If necessary, you have to use a time stop jutsu. But I don't want to help you use that power, because basically the power of stopping time is very risky, and I only use it to talk to you. So you have to find your own way on how you can attack the Shinju before they dodge with the limiter." But after Momoshiki, who was in Boruto's body, said this to Boruto, it actually made Boruto upset because Momoshiki only talked and did not help him a bit. Then the scene shows Shinju Matsuri reappearing next to Shinju Jura. Matsuri then healed her own hand, which was hit by Boruto's sword. Meanwhile, Shinju Hidari also stood next to Matsuri and Shinju Jura. Sarada, who had just fired a hard punch that missed, then tried to talk to Boruto. She said, "That limiter technique is quite difficult to guess, Boruto. If it's like this, it's useless to attack them directly." Boruto then said, "That's why there should be a diversion to try to keep them busy." The eyes of the three are also connected, which makes it difficult to attack one of them. The scene then switches and shows a code finding a place that Ishiki Otsutsuki once visited. We think that at this time, Code is still trying to figure out why his white karma can make Jubi's ego come alive. Although Code was helped by Shinju targeting Boruto, he still felt that something was wrong. Code spoke to himself saying, "What exactly happened, and why did this white karma resurrect them? Isn't this karma imperfect and just ordinary karma that has no credibility? But can it resurrect Isshiki?" Realizing that Code was still thinking of Ishiki's earlier words, that her white karma was something special. And if we look at Ishiki's body shape, she looks nothing like Momoshiki. Both her eyes and horns are still pure and not mixed with other people's body cells. Because Momoshiki has both Byakugan eyes complete, and that was different from Ishiki Otsutsuki. Ishiki's body seemed to be mixed by other Otsutsuki's body cells when she fought with Naruto first. Ishiki's final transformation seems incomplete. You can see that his eyes are different. One is Byakugan and the other is Nahikona. We think that Isshiki could still have a more perfect final transformation like Momoshiki or Urashiki. And do you agree that Ishiki's final transformation will bring out Shibai Otsutsuki? Because basically, Ishiki actually collected some of the relic powers from Shibai Otsutsuki, and some of Shibai's relics were secured by Amado and given to Eida and the demons. And from here, we can guess that maybe Ishiki's final change will occur in the four Shinju, where they want to achieve the final evolution. and it could be that they bring Isshiki back, or even Shibai Otsutsuki, because everything is really related, and we just have to wait for that moment to happen later. Then the scene switches to Shinju Jura trying to attack Kawaki again, using the Rinnegan. He pulls Kawaki's body like a magnet, which makes Kawaki fall down. This is still a prediction because it is possible that Rinnegan Jura has one of the powers mastered by Nagato. But we here include the Shinra Tensei technique as one of the predictions about the power of Rinnegan Jura. Kawaki was then shocked to see his body being pulled and struggled to hold on. Kawaki immediately shrank his own body, and he managed to escape Jura's magnetic pull. Kawaki then sprayed red ninjutsu from his karma, which made Jura then immediately absorb the attack. Well, when they were like that, suddenly the sound of a boom or explosion was heard in the center of Konoha village. The other three Shinju, as well as Boruto and everyone, were surprised to hear the sound of the explosion. Jura then suddenly got an information coming from another Shinju. It turned out that it was an explosion that came from the attack of the bald-head Shinju, who was dealing with Eida. Eida, who was known to have one unknown ultimate ability. Whether great at jutsu or not, we can only explain here that Eida parried several direct attacks from the Shinju, and Eida had the advantage of being able to levitate in the air because the Shinju probably couldn't do that kind of thing. Then, Shikamaru contacted Kawaki through a communication device to inform her about the explosion over there. Shikamaru said, "We got a report from the detection team that at the site of the explosion there was chakra, similar to the three Shinju. I have sent some shinobi troops led by the anti-attack team." Kawaki then said, "Damn, too many distractions in one moment." Shikamaru then contacted Boruto through a Shintenshin device from an Ino. Shikamaru explained that now Eida was being disturbed by one of Shinju too. Boruto then spoke through his mind saying, "Is it possible that the Shinju has Eida as its main target? This is very sudden, uncle, and we will divide the task immediately." Then, while Boruto was talking, the demon suddenly immediately left them to catch up to Eida's place with his feelings of worry. Demon regrets leaving Eida there. Meanwhile, Sai ordered some Anbu to move there. The rest would accompany them against these three Shinju. But at the same time, Jura and Hidari's Shinju suddenly disappeared from before them all. Boruto, Kawaki, Kakashi, and Mitsuki were shocked and wondered where they went. Apparently, Jura invited Hidari to go to a place in Konoha village to find out some things he didn't know yet. Hidari then asked, "Why are we leaving when our target is in sight?" Jura then replied, "Dealing with all of them at once is an act of bravery, but it's unlikely that we'll be able to catch them. For that, I need to find out more about a strategy and what the weaknesses of the humans are." Jura then deactivated her chakra and told Hidari to do the same. They then stopped near the Konoha village library, and Hidari looked confused why Jura had brought him there. Jura then said, "The book we read earlier is still not enough to find out about some mysterious things. So, let's start looking for some important information in those books." The picture or moment of the two Shinju coming to the library came out yesterday. This is the official image of one of the leaked manga chapter 8. It shows two Shinju looking for information and increasing their knowledge because, as Jura said, he is still thirsty for knowledge. In between battles, Jura decided to postpone the attack and wanted to go to the place of the book. Meanwhile, Boruto and the others had argued that Jura was going to the place of the explosion earlier. And as a result, I chose to go there too and hope that Jura didn't do anything bad. When in fact, Jura and Hidari were walking to enter the Konoha library. Meanwhile, Shinju Matsuri tried to stop Boruto from leaving. She then quickly managed to catch Himawari through her tree roots while threatening to kill Hima. Seeing that, Boruto was very emotional and invited Kawaki to save Hima. Kawaki stood in front of Boruto, and Boruto immediately activated his Hirishin. Then suddenly, Boruto appeared behind Matsuri, while Kawaki appeared in front of Matsuri. Seeing his situation pressed, Matsuri immediately released Hima while trying to attack Boruto. Kima, who was released, was immediately caught by Kawaki and saved to a safe place, while Boruto managed to absorb Matsuri's attack through his karma. Boruto immediately choked Matsuri and immediately finished him off, using Rasengan. When Boruto launched it, Matsuri suddenly said, "If you kill me, then the life of the person I cloned will also die." Hearing that, Boruto was immediately shocked and stopped attacking Matsuri. Boruto was afraid that if he killed Shinju, then the person they cloned would also be killed. Boruto thought of Sasuke, who was also one of the victims later. But that's some information and predictions that I can provide. There are still many predictions or things that will happen in future chapters. And if you like theories and facts about Boruto manga, don't forget to subscribe and also leave a comment about your opinion. iits'Nime, see you in the next video. Datebayo. Bye-bye.